Hello, my stamping friends. My name is Holly Peterson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and today I'm going to show you how to make this quick, easy little card using the Latte Love bundle along with the A Little Latte paper. I didn't hardly do any stamping on this card. It's all from the designer paper, which is wonderful. I just love it. But there we have the initial card I made. This was a card I did for my card class last month, and I thought I would show you how we put it together. We're going to start with a piece of early espresso cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Take our bone folder and reinforce that crease so we get a nice flat card. My next layer is Last Lagoon, and it measures 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We're just going to adhere that to our card base. It's just got a little tiny skinny border all the way around. Then we're going to layer a piece of the designer paper, the A Little Latte designer paper. I'm going to use this pattern on this card today, but the designer paper measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I love this pattern, but I didn't think it went with my coffee beans that I'm using, so we're going to go ahead and just adhere this one down to the card front. If you ever get your seal where it's not advancing the adhesive, you can get it started on your silicone mat. It won't stick to your mat, but then it just gets it started for you so that you can get it to go onto the paper for you. Oops. You should always do as I say, not as I do. I needed to add this piece first, but we'll make it work. This is a piece of designer paper that was 4 by 4, and it was cut diagonally. And this is from that same pack of paper. And it's going to go right here. And I should have trimmed off the corners. It's just a little bit, overhangs just a little bit. But we'll see what we can do about fixing that. I'm just going to line it up with the designer paper. Like that. And I'm going to come in with my snips. Of course, this would have been much easier had I done this before I glued that down. But we'll just snip off that little corner. And this one as well. There we go. The next thing I'm going to do is I have a piece of early espresso, and it was cut with the second largest stylish shape circle. It measures about 2 3/4 and 2 by 2 3/4. This we're going to put on dimensionals. And we're going to just center that. Right about there looks good. Then I have a piece of pecan pie that measured 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and I've cut it with the Give It a Whirl dies. It cuts the circle out. I'm only using the outside scallop circle. I'm not using the inside circle for this card. So with that, I will use a little bit of liquid glue. And I will just put that in the center of my early espresso. Got a little bit of glue that seeped out here. Oops. I'll catch that when it's dry. Okay, then from the designer paper, I've cut several of the little cups out with the die. It has a coordinating die. So we have all of these cups. And I think I want to use the Calypso Coral one. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll use the Calypso Coral one. And I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way with that little design, but we'll go ahead and put it like this. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals as well. This time I'm going to put them in the middle. Since there's no dimensionals in the middle of my early espresso layer, that'll give it some give to squish down when it gets put through the mail. When you cut this designer paper, don't throw away the edge pieces. They can be used for on the edge of your card, either on the front or the inside, or both. And we're gonna use some of those here in just a minute. Okay. So then the only other thing for the outside of the card is to add some little embellishments. So I have the adhesive back swirl dots. These have been on not orderable. I'm not sure if they're available right now or not, but if they're not, they'll be coming back. And I think I want to use I guess we'll use this color here. Like that. And then the front of the card is all done. Now we just need to do the inside. So I have another layer of Lost Lagoon that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We're just gonna put some adhesive on that. And put that on the inside of our card. I like to dress up the inside just as much as the outside. Brings the party in and just makes a more finished card. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. This time I'm going to adhere my pieces before I put it on my inside. And this is a basic white 4 by 5 1/4. So then we're going to just decide which of these pieces we want to use. And I think I like that. And maybe we'll use that one. then I have a little sliver of yellow that I think we'll just tuck the yellow in up over here. And these will all be adhered flat. I'm going to hang it off a little bit and then I will trim it. Then we can put this one on. And then this little sliver here. Oh goodness gracious, I can't pick those up. I'm going to do it on my silicone mat so that I don't get adhesive everywhere. And then we'll just tuck that in like so. And then whenever you have something overhang off your card, you should always turn it to the back side, and then you can use the edge of your cardstock as a guide to trim that off. Looks like I have just a smidge here. There. So there's that part. And then I'm going to stamp on the inside. Hello there, let's catch up. And I'm going to use Early Espresso ink. And I'm just going to tuck it right in here. This is ready to go on the inside. Like that. And then for our envelope, we certainly could use one of these die cut cuffs out and adhere it to the front of our card. I'm going to actually use the stamp set we have, and I'm going to do 2 envelopes. I didn't do one for my initial card, so I'll get that done while I have all my supplies out. And so we're going to use Lost Lagoon. And I think I'll put the handle over here towards the right. Then with the Early Espresso, I'm going to use the little heart latte design with the Early Espresso ink. Okay, then I want my cup colored, so I'm going to get my Lost Lagoon blends. Anytime you color with blends, it seeps through the card. So I'm going to use this Post-it note here. And I'm going to stick it on the inside of my envelope, just down in that corner, so that my blends doesn't bleed through the back of my envelope. And then I'm going to I'm going to fill this area in with the dark. Kind of the inside of the mug, I guess. I'm not really doing any blending, I'm just coloring. But I love these markers to color with. They don't leave any color lines. And if you do want to blend them, they blend really, really nice. Get the underside of the handle there. And then maybe just those few little lines that the artist has given us. Just some quick coloring here. Because our inks are water-based, you can use those to stamp an outline image and then color with the blends and not be worried about the outline image bleeding. When you're done, don't forget to take out your piece of paper from the inside. And then note nothing bled through the back, so we're all good there. I will finish coloring this one after the video. You don't need to see me do that again. But there we have our little latte inspired card today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.